With the loss of an arsenal bird followed by the destruction of their ballistic missile base, Erussia is running out of ways to counter. This is a great opportunity for the Osean army to bolster our power to eventually take down the Erusian capital of Farbanti. The special long-range strategy is entering its final phase. Our objective is to attack and capture the Erusian Air Force Base in Cape Rainy in northern Erusia. This important base is at the forefront of our strategy to establish control of Farbanti. Under the cover of night, our plan is that all squadrons will invade from the valley to the south and mount an air assault on the area. The enemy's observation field has eyes on the skies above the valley, so your altitude will need to be restricted. If you go over a certain altitude, the enemy could spot you, ending the mission in failure. Keep that in mind. Once you arrive, you are to take out the enemy's air defense forces as soon as possible and prepare for the support squadrons. When the air defense forces are neutralized, the helicopter squadron should arrive carrying Marines. The plan is to take control of the base. Getting through the valley is only half the job.
Strider Squadron, aircraft prep complete. You're cleared to taxi.
Beginning nighttime aerial refueling process. Be careful of reduced...
Strider 1, you have passed through waypoint 1. No weapons until you reach the enemy base. All aircraft, reduce altitude. We have altitude restrictions from here on out. Keep altitude below 600 meters. Good. Maintain your current course.
Caution.
Searchlight up ahead. Watch for it.
Stay out of their sight.
Strider, Basilisk 1. Our current ETA matches yours, so catch them off guard. Can we secure the LZ quickly?
We'll get you down safe. I'm worried you're short on men.
Caution.
Everyone here's already signed their wills.
That ain't funny.
Never was good at jokes. Okay, follow you in. Good luck.
Understood. Strider 1, you've passed through waypoint 2. The valley's about to get narrower. Be careful.
Caution. Pull up.
Spotted enemy aircraft in the valley headed for the base.
We've been detected. We've lost the element of surprise. Strider 1 has crashed. Strider 1, you have passed through waypoint 1. No weapons until you reach the enemy base. All aircraft, reduce altitude. We have altitude restrictions from here on out.
Pull up. Caution.
Keep altitude below 600 meters.
Caution. Pull up.
Good. Maintain your current course.
Caution.
Searchlight up ahead. Watch for it.
Caution. Pull up.
Stay out of their sight.
Strider, Asmus 1. Our current ETA matches yours. Catch them off guard. Can we secure the LZ quickly? We'll get you down safe. I'm worried you're short on men.
Pull up. Caution.
Everyone here's already signed their wills. That ain't funny. Never mind the jokes.
Pull up.
Okay, follow you in.
Caution.
Good luck.
Understood.
Caution.
Strider 1,
Pull up.
you've passed through waypoint 2.
Caution.
The valley's about to get narrower. Be careful.
Pull up. Caution. Pull up. Caution. Pull up. Caution. Caution. Caution.
When can we
Pull
take
up.
on the final mission? I'm starting to get tired of all this.
Caution.
This is the last
Pull
step,
up.
Count. We'll take the enemy base and use it as a bridgehead.
Caution.
Watch yourselves
Pull
out
up.
there. We're going to need all of you in Farbanti. Without Wiseman here, everybody wants to give orders like they're the company commander himself. And the best thing about Strider Squadron is our leader keeps his mouth shut.
Caution. Pull up. Caution. Caution. Pull up. Caution. Caution.
Watch your speed.
Pull up. Caution. 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 Pull up.
You've passed waypoint 3. You're coming up on the base, imposing radio silence. We won't be able to talk again until you're over the base. Continue to keep an eye on your altitude. There are plenty of dark spots that can sneak up on you.
Caution. Pull up. Caution. Pull up. Caution. Pull up. Caution. Caution. Pull up. Caution. Pull up. Caution. Caution. Pull up. Caution. Caution. Pull up. Caution. Pull up. Caution.
You just passed through waypoint 4. Radio silence has been lifted. You're almost at the base.
We made it. That was quite the roller coaster ride.
Pull up.
Visual confirmation on the airbase. Reach destination.
Commence the attack. It's time for their wake-up call. The longer it takes, the worse off they're being. Hurry up. Finish them off.
All right, let's give them a beating.
Strider 1, Fox 2.
Enemy behind you.
Caution.
Enemies are attacking. Where the hell did they come from? Fire up the searchlights. I can't see where the enemies are coming from.
It looks like the enemy's air defenses are online. Guess they finally decided to wake up. Keep up the attack. The sooner we finish this thing, the better.
This is Asmus 1. Arrived in the landing down.
Roger that. If the enemy is still present in large numbers when our ground forces arrive, the mission will be a failure. Go help our allies.
Be quick. Gotta move on time or the base is free. Your jokes haven't gotten any better.
Okay, that takes care of all the SAM sites.
That's the last of our anti-air guns. They've all been taken out.
Strider 1, locked on target. Strider 1, Fox 2.
Broadcaster, hostiles are still near the LZ. Can't make our approach.
Multiple helicopters spotted. Keep a visual on them. Strider 1, I need you to take out those enemies in the LZ.
Missile. Missile.
Enemy on your 6!
Missile. Missile.
Enemy got away. I'm hit, but still fighting.
destroyed.
Missile.
This is Basilisk 1. Landing now. Trust your allies and keep moving. Space is ours for the taking.
Just land.
Wait the base, Commander! What are you waiting for?
Friendly lost. We've engaged the enemy reinforcements. Requesting immediate close air support.
Copy that. We'll send some your way.
Pizza guy's in trouble. Let's help him out.
It's alright. Those two Ocean big shots will take care of them for us.
Target eliminated. Great work.
Okay, that attack just took out the enemy from the front line. The way ahead is cleared up. Have our tank.
Give me a damage report. We've suffered heavy losses. This is more than a surprise attack.
All enemy fighters down.
I feel their pain. I really do. But this is war.
Picking up an enemy squadron. It must be the reinforcements they called in.
We've confirmed at least one leader. It's the one with the 3 scratches.
Catch him now.
Striker 1, lock on target.
Emergency! See the enemy reinforcements? They're stopping us! We can't do anything about their air power. We need support.
Missile! Evading!
Striker 1, Fox 2. We still got 3 enemy fighters left. It's not over yet.
Ambush! Stay cool! Bring up the range!
Missile.
Broadcaster, requesting close air support.
Strider Squadron, enemy reinforcements. Get some goddamn support there now.
Enemy numbers are small. Don't give in. Fight until the very end.
Missile.
2-2. We're stuck. We won't be able to capture the base at this rate.
Keep your heads down. 3 strikes will take care of the enemy.
One last enemy fighter.
That's it. If we take out those 2, we can force our way inside the facility.
Locked on. This one's a goner.
Missile. Missile.
I'm hit. We're behind. Don't let them get in the way.
Target's destruction confirmed. That air support was right on the money.
We're pushing the enemy on their heels.
Okay. Start running on the count of 3.
Great. I get to fly the semi-movies and ring the doorbell.
There's still quite a few enemies holed up in there. However, we can't afford to wait any longer. Begin the assault. If anyone resists, kill them. Contact! 2 o'clock! Go! Go! Fire!
Tear down that barricade.
How'd it go? This is Basilisk 1. The base is ours. We have control of all major functions.
Glad the pizza was on time. Roger that, Basilisk 1. Mission accomplished.
All prisoners of war will be treated in accordance with international law. We've even brought pizza.
Looks like they can shred those wills. I'm already getting an earful from the men over the needless paperwork. No joke. Okay, go ahead and begin your approach. We'll do the flight control. Roger that.
Strider 1, this is Basilisk. The runway is clear. You have permission to land. The party is on as soon as you get here. Reduce your speed. 3,000 meters to the runway. Lower your nose. You're too high. Right on the money, Strider 1. Strider 1 has landed. Let's go and greet him.
Strider 1, you have passed through waypoint 1. No weapons until you...
Excellent work on the night raid. Submarines have arrived from the Ocean mainland and are refueling. This base will serve as a frontline platform for our mission to take Farbanti. We're almost at the end of this operation.
Mihai's second sortie was designed to calculate how his physiology changed under the stress of combat. My job was to compare his performance as a pilot now to when he was younger and understand how his skills evolved. To tell you the truth, I'm not sure I wanted to know the answers anymore. For a man his age, Mihai's body was unbelievably resilient, remarkably flexible. His reflexes were as sharp as they ever were. Still, after all those years of flying in the outer layers of the atmosphere, even someone as strong as Mihai wasn't immune to the effects of the strain. The human body is fragile. It was not meant to handle the excessive amounts of radiation that constantly bombarded the stratosphere. For Mihai's second sortie, we used a flight suit that was still untested. He seemed fine on takeoff, but by the time he landed back at the base, he was clearly a mess. He got caught in a surprise dogfight with an especially stubborn enemy. It took a while for Mihai to bring him down.
Suspend mission.
The suit was ineffective. According to the data, it wouldn't let him fly to his full potential. A new flight suit was made to my exact specifications. When it finally arrived, Mihai's granddaughters glared at me with their disapproval. They blamed me for the pain their grandfather had to keep enduring. But Mihai remained stoic. He wasn't the type of man who cared about anything that happened here on the ground. I wasn't worried about it. I was confident the new suit would protect him thoroughly so that he could maneuver his plane any way he wanted. The moment he took off in his new flight suit, I realized what I had failed to before. Right after takeoff, as the wheels retracted, the plane suddenly arced up. It accelerated so quickly. I had never seen a plane move like that before. Mihai hit the high G's multiple times before disappearing into the blue. The support team couldn't even keep up. And then I knew. I understood why he never seemed to care about restoring his stolen country back to its former glory, and why he didn't seem to care about anything that happened here on the ground. Of course, Mihai's kingdom was the sky.
The operation to capture Erusia's capital, Farbanti, is beginning. This is the culmination of our work. We need to capture the Erusian forces' general headquarters in the south of Farbanti and end this war. The plan is for ground troops to attack Farbanti from both the east and north, and a task fleet will attack from the southwest. We will secure air superiority over the capital, while providing air support for our allies on the ground and in the water as required. By all accounts, we expect this to be an intense, full-scale battle across land, sea, and air. Should you need to replenish your ammunition or make necessary repairs to your craft, a return line has been set up in the north. During this operation, we will also be tasked with having to destroy the communications satellites that Nerusia hacked. If we take down the information communication system that we believe they have control over, it should plunge Erusia into chaos. Once the capital falls, the Erusian military will be isolated and thrown into chaos, making it easier for us to end the war. However, that can't happen until after the capital falls, so you guys are the stars of this battle. Erusia will fight like a tiger, but we cannot lose. We must seize the capital and end this war.
Strider Squadron, proceed to runway. Sortie ASAP.
Our troops have engaged at Farbanti Reconstruction Park, Silver Bridge, and the submerged area. We need you to help our boys in those 3 locations. This'll end the war. It's time. Commence the operation. Our friends are waiting.
Lately, as your company commander, I felt some of you young bucks coming after my championship belt. You're really putting the pressure on me, so I think I'm gonna go out there and run up the score a little bit, just to show you guys how it's done. Trust I can count on all of you to keep up. Let's get out there, take care of business, come back in one piece.
Missile.
Strider 1, return line is to the north. Way if you need to refuel. Good luck, everyone.
Strider 1, watch that enemy on your tail. Count is back in the saddle as Cyclops 2. It's good to be flying with you again, partner.
Cute. No, it's real funny.
Target acquired. Our ground forces are now moving to capture Farbanti Reconstruction Park. They're already engaged with the enemy. It seems the enemy was fast and detected. They can use some air support.
Missile. 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 Missile.
They got a lock on you, Strider 1. Shoot them all down.
Missile.
The missiles have got a lot of armament.
Our air support enemy. Advance on the
backup inbound. Forces are heading for 2 separate combat zones. We need to split our forces in 2 and meet both threats at once.
Trigger, head for either area. Cyclops will take care of the other one.
Roger.
One to main squadron. Buy us some time. We got friendly coming in.
Fox 2, Fox 2.
Strider 1, Fox 2.
On my target's back. Time to punch through. Breaking. Better hit the lock. They got me.
Where did these guys come from? My job just got that much harder. Strider 1, hostile, there's a lock. Strider 3, Fox 2. Medic, into the engine. I need them back on the front line ASAP. What's behind my target?
Missile.
Strider 1, break.
Missile. Caution.
Missile away.
Locked on. Target destroyed.
This is School 6. Locked on bandit.
Missile.
Keep an eye on your radar. All it takes is one missile and your history.
Missile.
My target's tailed.
Missile. 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 Enemy missile. 0.
Locked on. Go down.
Breaking lock.
Missile.
Strider 1, break.
Missile tracking me.
Why didn't that hit?
Caution.
Enemy's got a lock.
On my target's back. Time to punch through.
Enemy vessels. Fire!
Special delivery.
Strider 1, AA gun destroyed. Strider 1, target acquired.
Enemy's got a lock. Breaking. Bandit acquired. Initiating attack. Strider 2, Fox 2. Here they come again. Fire at the lead vehicle. Is back. Enemy missile chasing me.
If you sit there, the enemy will surround you.
eyes, bugs around our head. Don't take your eyes off them.
Watch it. Enemy has a lock on you.
Friendly has been hit by air support. We can't hold the bridge much longer. We found her one. Fox 2. Fox 2.
Target acquired.
Enemy blocked me. Breaking up. Fox 2. They shot down one of us.
Park's wide open. There's nowhere to hide.
Bandit is fired.
Call reinforcements! Damn it! Should have known it sooner!
Watch it. Enemy has a lock on you.
It's no use! We have to retreat!
Evade. Continuing attack.
Strider 1. Fox 2.
This is the start. There are small boats hiding in the ruins. Take them out before they can approach the fleet.
Enemy reinforcements on radar. Take him out.
Hostile forces moving near enemy HQ. We don't have enough troops to hold them.
Split up. The longer this drags on, the greater our losses.
Roger that.
Your air support considerably weakened organized resistance from the Immersion Army. Operation nearly complete. Just need to see it through.
Understood.
Understood.
All right.
Understood. Understood. Understood.
Take out these men.
Strider 2. Fox 2.
Destroy the enemy and then we can regroup.
Stall warning. Stall warning.
5 minutes remaining.
There are no reinforcements coming. And your fleet was destroyed back at base by an enemy raid.
Don't let them any closer.
Eyeball to Tucker 2-4. Requesting fire for raid. Coordinates 2294-5002. Target is enemy MBT formation. Fire for effect with your strongest round.
That area is all yours, Strider. We'll back up Helm Squadron in the submerged area.
Every last one of the enemy ships.
Maintain course.
Eyeball to Tucker 2-4. Bracketing is complete. Fire for effect. Roger.
Strider 1, this is control. Strider 1, this is control.
Roger. Same firing data. Azimuth 2870, elevation 237. Prepare to volley. Fire. Strider or Cyclops. It looks like they did a real number on the enemy.
Strider 1. Target acquired. Vehicle confirmed destroyed.
Over half our forces are neutralized!
And impact! Tucker 2-4. Go easy on our eardrums next time. Thanks for the fire support.
Combat vehicles are knocked out. This motion's fallen to the enemy's air support.
Broadcaster, this is Base 1. We'll handle the rest.
All aircraft, move on to assist other units.
Thanks, LRSSG. We'll take it from here. Don't stop!
3 minutes remaining. We've spotted enemy backup. Check your radars.
Copy.
Missile.
Trigger. It's
Missile.
about time we finished up here and helped other allies in trouble.
You don't need to try and target every enemy. Just keep focused. Take one down and move on to the next.
Enemy's got a lock!
This is the amphibious command ship Ptarmigan. The enemy ships in this area are part of the second ruins now. The landing party is on its way to HQ.
Hostile vessel destroyed.
There's a crack in the enemy's defenses. Send our troops there at once. This should allow us to put up a fight.
Knocked 2. Target eliminated.
Strider 4, evade!
Time to attack!
2 minutes remaining. Vehicle confirmed destroyed.
Watch out! Missile on its foot! Locked on.
Ally has been shot down!
Ready? Fire!
Gas locked on.
Got the close फ़िercest support!
Strider 1, enemy on your tail.
Hang in there. This battle isn't over. Do not let this through.
Strider 2, Fox 2.
Bandit in my sight. Locked on. Fox 2.
Target eliminated. 1 minute remaining.
Warning! Missile in the air! I've been spiked. The attackers keep coming! Enemy on your rear!
Warning, enemy has a beat on you. 30 seconds remaining.
Powerful AA Forces Tango 2-8, Lima 39.
You did really well out there. This is sure to bring an end to the war. You'll be heroes.
Don't know the medals they've got for you, but if you want one, come back in one piece.
Strider 1, target destroyed.
Enemy's got a lock! Locked on bandit.
All aircraft, listen carefully. This is Lancaster. We have the upper hand. The enemy headquarters is almost ours. Operation to eliminate all enemy satellites also underway. All going according to plan. The end of the war is in sight. Think of something you'd like to eat, guys? Because I'm buying.
Roger that.
Man, don't jinx us.
You're right. New bogies. No, 5 Su-30s inbound.
It's Mr. Rex.
What's going on here? I don't believe it! We've just lost ship 3 and 4. We're taking heavy damage. It's like this monster is toying with us out there. We've got to do something.
LRSSG, we have an emergency order from Mission Command. Bring down Mr. X. I know it's a tall order, but HQ wouldn't ask if they didn't have faith in you.
There they are. It's the snowbirds. The 2 leaders are at a different level. But don't underestimate the rest of them either.
This should prove to be fun. What do you mean? It's just like you say. The enemy has experienced fighters in their midst. This is Cyclops 3. I've been hit. I gotta eject. Why like that? Don't let yourselves be distracted by focusing on the leader. Take him out, but...
Cyclops 3 is bailed out safe. Don't worry. He's gonna make it. Careful. Listen, Trey. Real talk. If we keep this up, someone's not going home. I'll act as a leader. Meanwhile, you shoot down Mr. X.
What? I'm done.
Alright, he grabbed a bait. Time to take him for a ride. Man, this is one stubborn bastard. He's on my tail, but he won't fire. Wait for the perfect shot, eh? Sorry, stranger. My boys won't let you have it.
Enough with your air show, Wiseman. You're pushing it.
Behind you, Cal. That's sweet. I never knew you cared. You're all grown up. I'll even let the wisecrack slide.
Hey, I'm being here.
Target is hit.
Nice. Fine. Give him one more.
Cyclops 1 is down.
Eject already, Wiseman!
I'm sorry, Count. This plane exploded.
Wiseman, stay strong. We're not done here.
Cyclops 2, you've got the lead.
Wiseman!
Shit! Negative, Cyclops 2, you're the lead.
I can't do it. Trigger should take command.
Duty is yours.
That's impossible.
Do it.
Damn it. Cyclops 4, form an element. We need our top gun if we're gonna take out that bastard.
Look, Count.
Taking evasive action. You're holding your own out there.
Missile hit.
Damn.
Now go finish the job.
Get Mr. X, Trigger. Shoot it down, Trigger. You can do it. In fact, you're the only one who can.
My radar suddenly turned off.
What is it? Respond.
My data won't update.
My HUD is
Damn
glitching
it.
out.
What was that?
I've lost radar contact. Watch out!
Look at the sky.
What is that?
A star? No, maybe an explosion?
This is Soul Squadron. Head home. It's not safe to stick around here if we lose our base.
Listen up. We've just lost our real-time connection with Mission Command. It's not just Mission Command. I'm not getting any response from outside our LOS. Brabant's now under Ocean control. The operation was a success. We didn't get the orders that should have come after the operational success. We'll guide you to the scheduled airport. All aircraft, leave this airspace immediately.
Negative. They've got a debt to pay.
Count, we all feel the same way.
Shit.
So Wiseman died for nothing.
This is a peacekeeping force forward base near Erusian territory.
As far as the chaos we find ourselves in these days, it's difficult to say which side pulled the trigger first. Erusia deployed an automatic intercept system with drones. Osea implemented long-range attacks to bypass them. So Erusia decided to sabotage Osea's communications and navigation technology. Erusia couldn't launch a satellite themselves, but they were still able to hack the software of the Osean transmission and navigation systems. Before Osea even noticed, half of their satellites were hijacked. That's when things got ugly. In an attempt to knock out each other's capabilities, both forces launched fighters loaded with anti-satellite missiles at the same time. Only military satellites were targeted. However, their destruction created a debris field in orbit, which wiped out scores of other satellites, both private and government-owned. What kept the world relatively sane up to that point had been free-flowing data and information. But now, those were gone. All that remained was chaos and confusion. Government and civilian broadcasts and transmissions were cut off. The flow of information had ceased. Forces on both sides of the conflict now found themselves unable to communicate with their superiors. Many of the smaller countries annexed by Erusia and yearning for their independence seized the opportunity and started their own uprisings. As for why some of Osea's military decided to break off from the main force and continue on their own, I have no idea. Perhaps there was some sort of dispute over the chain of command. The continent that had once seen wars that were only fought between Osea and Erusia was now full of numerous conflicts, leaders vying for power. Insurgencies were everywhere. I even heard a rumor that a group of Osean convicts had rebelled. Rumors. It never ceased to amaze me that even at a crazy time like this, something as trivial as a rumor could find its way here. Communications from corporate were cut off. Apparently, the entire computer network was down. It was a wise decision to make our drones autonomous with AI instead of being radio-controlled. Wise and forward-thinking. Even with their GPS offline, they can still use their sensors to navigate as long as they're working properly. I'm sure the drones are still working perfectly, following their mission orders to the letter. I wish I could upload Mihai's new data to them. But without a connection, I can't upload the software to the active drones. The new ones we're making, though, there should still be enough time to upgrade those before they're active. I'll be taking the front lines now. Oh, and I'll be taking the girls, too. I told my assistant Masa it was time ready to leave here. She's not much older than the girls, but she has a way about her, and I'm sure she won't have any trouble with them. I saw a plane flying off in the distance. I imagine it was looking for a safer plane. The plane had a rose emblem on it.
Erusia's communication networks have been down since their satellites were destroyed. Unfortunately, we are experiencing trouble too. All of Erusia has been affected, and we don't know when things will be back up and running. We're not even sure if this is Erusia's doing. Still, we will follow the strategy that was originally planned and move on to the next operation after liberating Farbanti. Let's get to it. Since the war began, we've been receiving communications in secret from an officer in the Erusian army.
With the capital under our control, Erusia's radical element is losing support quickly. The balance of power.
HQ is thinking of using the military officer as a way to gain leverage to settle peace negotiations. The officer is currently hiding in the outskirts of Anchorhead Bay, having joined up with support dispatched from the Ocean Army. The plan is that they'll take a standard vehicle to a rendezvous point at a harbor in the east part of the city, where a helicopter will be waiting.
I would like the new Strider Squadron to provide escort for the officer. Cyclops will remain at the base on standby to serve as defense.
With the communication network currently down in the capital, I very much doubt Erusia will be able to mount a regimented counterattack. However, it is likely that Erusia's intelligence department and the remaining forces who are aware of the offense will interfere. Keep a close eye on the officer and make sure he stays safe. Our victory in Farbanti has given us a golden opportunity to finally end this war. Be safe out there.
Take note that our satellite-based IFF has become unreliable following the recent communications failure. As such, target ID will be done by processing the images from the infrared cameras on your aircraft. Objects will initially appear as unknown on your HUDs, but will be ID'd once you close in on them for a set period of time.
Strider Squadron, you're cleared to taxi.
To the unidentified Osean craft, this is Captain Carl of the Osean Army. Are you here for the escort? You're not the squadron I was expecting. Are you really friendlies? Over.
This is Longcaster. Airborne warning and control system for the Osean Long-Range Strategic Strike Group. Captain Carl, they're on our side.
And those two pilots we've heard about must be here too.
Okay, I hope you're right. Longcaster, are all of these really unknowns?
It's a state of civil war. The Erusian army is fighting itself. There's no guarantee the Oseans won't shoot us in this confusion.
We'll image process the unknowns caught in your cams to identify friend or foe. The process will be faster if you get a close-up, well-centered image.
Meanwhile, we just run if they shoot us, right?
Affirmative. Always identify your target before you fire.
War is something I'll never get used to, but tonight has been a total shock. The city under martial law, gunfire and the roar of jets echoing through the streets.
So you were the ones on the radio. We don't know our location. Give us orders.
We have no orders, but we do have ID data. Check your TAC terminal.
Roger that. We'll look for our way home.
Give me Strider Squadron's IDs. Oh, and hand me that sandwich.
Leo Squad, friendly hello in front. I'm a patriot and my duty is calling. Nice work, Leos 2. That's a confirmed kill. You are a true patriot.
ID'd as Osean forces. This is AWACS from the LRSSG.
Our info has been updated.
Entering the Anchorhead Bay area. Buildings will block your line of sight. Make sure to keep track of your objective.
How this war ends depends on this mission. I'm counting on you.
Understood. Strider Squadron, identify the unknowns along the route.
What point is there in liberty? It's best that you leave this country.
Strider 1, Fox 2.
Somebody take out those allied planes behind us.
Strider 1, target destroyed.
This is a message to all of you fighting out there. Ask yourselves, what is best for our country?
It's Erusian.
They aren't responding aggressively.
Gentlemen, if they're conservatives, they'll listen to us. The negotiations were a success, Longcaster. They've opened up a path for us.
The more the merrier.
We can't see the tops of the roofs from down here. Be on the lookout for enemy ambushes.
To tell the difference. There are enemies everywhere.
We made it through the Anchorhead Bay area. We're heading along Highway 208 under the bridge. We're taking the coastal highway at the next ramp.
All right.
The use of drones makes war more palatable. Why don't people realize this? Your delusions of fighting with drones is what got us into this mess.
ID'd as Erusian military.
the real patriots. Onward!
Which faction is the head of our organization? We need to know at once. There's a vehicle up ahead. Think it's gonna ask us to pay a toll? Get closer and find out if it's an enemy vehicle.
Go. Let's go. Archived multiple groups that we've shot. Communications networks come back online.
Enemy missile chasing me. I'm taking fire, but I can fly. We need to remind everyone that there's no such thing as a clean war.
Signs of the warfare at the beginning of this war are now gone.
Target destroyed.
Missile.
Strider 1, missile.
It's no good. There's still a car on the road. Just to be safe, we better avoid the highway and head for the warehouse district. Lancaster, we're taking a detour. Don't lose us.
Strider 1, the general's route has changed. Keep your eyes on his vehicle. Don't let him out of your sight.
Here comes a traitor, Labarre. This is a wide net they've cast. They really don't want the war to end, do they? Labarre's in that vehicle!
Missile away.
They've been set up in all the right places. We've been told!
We have some enemies coming up behind us. They're gaining on us. There's a vehicle blocking the road. No response to hails. It's the radicals. We changed our route, but the enemy's still on us.
Caution. Pull up.
Target locked.
Missile.
Hang in there. This battle isn't over. It is not machines that make the decisions forward. It's me. We're almost at landfill number 7. If we can make it through, we'll be in arm's reach of the rendezvous at Gruder Park. Captain Carl, do you have the means to record this conversation? I wish to explain to you the situation inside Erusia. I'm sure the boys listening upstairs will record it. The open declaration of war, expanding the front lines, was all the work of some young Erusian officers. They were referred to as the radicals, but there was an unseen force guiding them. It was technology they borrowed from the Belkans. When they actually went to war, the performance of the attack drones exceeded their wildest dreams. And they were incredibly clean, which got public opinion and the opportunists within the military on their side. They even manipulated the princess. The Belkan technology advanced UAV research within the Erusian Flight Test Center by at least 10 years. They used the flight data from a former ace pilot to create drone AI, but to us it's no different than magic or alchemy. Airplanes are meant to be flown by human beings. For those of you listening in, am I wrong? We're heading towards Grunder Park. Rendezvous point at the helipad on this man-made island. Ditch the car and take the helicopter from there. You guys have opened the trial for war, leading our country even further into ruin.
An unknown is blocking our scheduled route.
No response. Gotta pass eliminator. Enemy has a lock. Strider 1, missile inbound.
Caution.
Thanks. We would have been toast.
Captain Carl, we have a new rendezvous point. New coordinates are as follows. 263 Tango 4, 199er Delta Lima. Rescue team says hostiles are making the area too dangerous.
Well, yeah. Don't they know nowhere is safe?
Capot's fall has led to another power struggle within the Erusian military.
It's all gone to hell. Even radio chatters about the Civil War. Radio? You have one in your cockpit? Yeah, ever since my previous squadron. I've got it taped, nice and secure.
We're about to cross Anchor Bridge. There'll be nowhere to hide.
That was something.
The bridge is being blocked off by a tank. This isn't good. An armored vehicle is behind us. It's a vehicle used by the Erusian forces. Take it out!
Trigger, our VIP is in trouble. Clear the way for him.
Taking fire! Take care of them! I didn't think we were gonna make it, but you saved us. Thanks.
Take out Eddie in autonomous mode.
Ocean forces at landfill number 7. This is AWACS Longcaster.
That vehicle is one of ours! Cease fire! The info just came through!
They actually believe that using robots will put an end to bloodshed.
We've almost reached the container area. Watch out for enemy ambushes.
Understood.
System failures caused friendly fire incidents among Ocean forces. There are even rumors of incidents turning on their former allies.
Our movement is restricted by an unidentified unit near our location.
General, we still have drones at our disposal. Swerving of these dogs. Watching for the future we build from the high heavens.
All aircraft are prohibited from taking off.
Missile.
We're the only ones here on our side!
Strider 1, you're taking fire. Strider 1, Fox 2.
The drones aren't receiving my orders. Can we switch the UAVs to slave mode?
Chaffin flares launched. Target is hit.
Friendly aircraft lost!
Ammunition 0.
Hostile has a lock!
The general is speaking with the commander.
Cease fire with the Ocean aircraft! General's orders!
Get them before they get us!
This one's mine!
Taking fire from a friendly drone.
We're coming up on a tunnel. We'll need to split up until we reach the exit. There's more to Belkin technology than just UAVs. Thinking IFF designations for one was an astonishing feat. They used it to make drones that resembled Ocean fighters. And then to assassinate Harling, put the blame on enemy fighters. But in the end, Belkin technology only brought chaos to the world.
I can't believe Erusia is responsible for Harling's assassination.
Play will last up if you stay in there.
Talking politics? That's new.
Can't ignore a story like that, right, Trigger? Even in a time of war, it was a mistake to create something like a fuel unit. So?
Wonderful, so be it!
Bad news. Hostile armored forces outside of the tunnel. I'm thinking that we should go say hi before they ruin the General's day.
UAVs are acting strange. Their autonomous mode must be bugged. It's not the drones that are moving. It's the charged Foxtrot.
Strider 1, missile inbound!
We're taking heavy fire. Concentrate your fire on the combat vehicle.
Tank is destroyed.
couldn't have asked for better timing. Guys, see the Oceans attacking the radicals.
Missile.
Maybe we should join up with them if it means getting rid of those assholes faster.
Regionalism is part of the infighting within these groups.
We've reached the industrial zone. This should be the new rendezvous point. The coordinates are up ahead. Take out any enemies in the surrounding area.
Officers from countries annexed by Erusia have taken multiple groups and declared independence.
Don't worry, won't let anybody through after you.
Almost at the rendezvous. Leave the rear to the others.
Understood.
Organism ranging
The radicals truly believe most drone productions will make up for our losses. They should be taking responsibility for the capital's fall, but instead they're prolonging the war. That is why proper itself are moving to regain control. If all goes well, we should be able to sign a truce with Osea quickly.
How'd you last long, Casper? We've been briefed and we're here to help.
Fox 2!
We've reached the rendezvous point. There's the chopper, too.
Who do we turn to in this hour? We need a beacon of light to show us the way. This is the Erusia News Network.
Okay, let's go. We're getting out of here. I've had just about enough of this place. I'd like to offer my thanks to the LRSSG. They should finally bring about a true end to the war.
Good. Good luck. Multiple unidentified aircraft approaching.
This plane is carrying civilians. We have escort fighters, but we do not intend to engage in combat. Please stand down.
What's going on?
Try to get a little closer. Weapon use is prohibited.
What's going on? Dr. Schroeder!
Whoa. There's a girl on board?
He's not lying about carrying civilians.
No. Unless she's a soldier.
Weapon use is prohibited. We've checked footage. It does seem to be a transport with escorts.
I repeat, this craft is carrying civilians. We are not here to fight.
Dr. Schroeder, tell me what's happening.
I'm sure I don't need to remind you, but do not attack the civilian liaison.
That's the aircraft and girl I were talking about. The one with the scratches.
There it is. The EASA liaison plane. They engage in witchcraft with Belkin technology. They're responsible for leading the military down the wrong path.
Wait! Unknown's attacking the girl's plane!
Alma, hold on tight.
Lancaster, permission to engage.
Negative.
What?
It could be Ocean fighters. ID them ASAP.
Shit.
That's all we can do.
ID complete. They're Erusian fighters. What the hell is going on?
Stay sharp.
Uh-huh.
Right, I'm shooting him down. Any complaints?
Granted.
Wilco.
Wilco.
Yeah, good work. Strider 1 has killed a bandit.
Careful, those guys are good. Big shots, too. I managed to catch a glimpse of the three strikes.
Don't miss. Aim carefully.
9.
Fox 2.
No good. Shit. Bandit destroyed. Well done.
Stall warning.
They're in my way.
Strider 1. Target was not struck.
Nice kill.
Good work. All hostile aircraft eliminated. The liaison is safe. Wait.
The escort fighter is... The drive. They're missing the drive.
What the hell? You gotta be kidding me. Liaison escort has a radar lock. They're targeting you guys.
What the hell? We were just helping them.
Persian aircraft, this is AWACS Lancaster. Do not engage the liaison. Break off now.
Can you hear me on this channel, Ocean craft? Those escort aircraft are drones. They are currently being operated autonomously. They are not being controlled by anyone. They are flying on their own volition.
What?
In that case, we have no choice but to shoot the aircraft down.
Unfortunately, yes.
We did what we could. Weapons free. You are cleared to attack the escort.
Star warning.
Welcome. Understood.
Wilco.
Can't afford the MQ-89 launch. Our commands are overridden. He must be accessing it remotely. This is beyond this.
Hey, it's not our fault they won't listen to reason. Why build something like that? Whoever did is the king of all dumbasses.
To build something else entirely.
Additional hostiles inbound. Great timing.
Son of a bitch.
No. The escort must have used its remote activation rights to gain more allies. Clever.
Missile. Missile.
Fox 2.
Hostile has a lock.
Warning, enemy has a bead on you.
Star warning. Missile. Missile.
Enemy on your back.
Missile.
Chassis flares launched.
Missile. 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 Missile.
5 bandits remaining.
Damn it. They don't have the drive they need. It's not enough to be fully functional. There has to be a time when it should not function. But when?
4 bandits left.
They are after the data, aren't they?
Target was not struck. Fox 2. 3 bandits to go. You're out of chaffing flares. Two bandits left. Show them what you got. One bandit to go.
Missile.
I'm behind my target. Strider 1, that's what I like to see. Another story to tell my boy.
Understood. All hostiles have been eliminated. Nice. The General's helicopter is flying safely outside Anchorhead Bay. All aircraft, RTB, mission complete.
All hostiles, huh?
General, the Ocean aircraft is here to pick us up. The approaching Ocean aircraft.
Losing his army? Elaborate. They stole our sealed orders. It should be a piece of cake.
Are you sent by the General's staff? No, we'd like you to send... No, I can't!
There are 3 scratches.
What does that mean?
The tail of that plane.
Lancaster, are all of these really unknowns?
In order to respond to the attack on the base, Cyclops has scrambled after being on standby. We'll head up too, once our planes are ready. Oh, and Labarth is dead.
What did you say?
Apparently, he was shot down by another Ocean aircraft after he left the area of operations. I mean, I know it was chaos, but still.